Hmm. Okay, so this is it, the difference between code book and when you describe. When I put code book and I already have data in the memory, it will give me information for each of these variables that I have. Each, because I didn't indicate. If I say code book zone, it will only tell me about zone. But this time I say code book, it will do for everything. The same way if you put summarize, you just say sum, it will do for everything, except you specify and say summarize this, code book for this. Now this is it, code book. It will tell you the numeric and the type, the storage type, how it is labeled. It will give you the range of the numbers that you have under each of these. For example, this one is telling me the minimum and the maximum, and the unique number that I have there is just 6, 1 to 6. That's what it means. If it's 30, maybe like there's a code from 0 to 30, it will tell me it's 31. Then this one will give you information about how many do you have that is missing. This is the total number of observation that I have, 3,885, and it's telling you that 0 is missing. That means there's no missing value. Remember, this is the data we have cleaned though. I open combined data, and it will give you information about the tabulation, the frequency of people that are from north, from south. Now you will see the difference now. You know, this is giving me raw information, and it will do for all that you have. This one is 1 to 35. But if I say describe, they are both giving us information, just the way they are presenting it that is different. If you say describe, it will tell me the number of observation, the number of variables that I have. Then it will give me information about the title of that particular file that I open. It will tell me the variable names, the storage type of each, the value label, then the variable label. So it's more, you see code book, explore, sum, that's summarize. They are giving you information about your data set, but the way they present it is totally different. This describe, now it will tell me how it is labeled. If I come to this place now, it is giving me this is school. It will also show here, this is it, but the way they are presenting it is different. This one will tell me if I have missing value or not. Describe will not tell me how many is missing. So code book itself is just like you want to know information about information about either all the variables that you have, or you want it to be specific. They are both used to explore your data sets, but the way they present their results is just different. Does that answer the question, sir?
Yes. So in other words, code book is specific.
Code book, yes, you can do it like this. They are both used to explore. This is it. If I ask for code book, now this code book, it is called code because it will tell you how your variable is coded. All these ones, they are just number. It's giving me 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the code. If I say describe, it will describe the data, but may not give me the detailed information about that data. This is it. It's telling me that for describe, like, oh, the variable name is zone, it is bytes, telling me, oh, it has numbers, it has text, it's text. Then the value label, it is labeled as zone id. Then the variable label is labeled as zone. It's not giving me the code that, oh, I have 6, so I have 6 zones. It's not giving me that, but you can get it from the code book. For those that may want to use DHS data, you will see like this code book is very, very important, because they are not even specific about what they are. You will see V, you will see MV, you will see KR. So you need it because it's not, KR is talking about children. When you see H, it's talking about health, and it's just single line like that. How will you know? It's not even giving any clue. You will use code book to determine that. So Mr. Gerard, they are both saying the same thing, but for this code, it will tell you how your variable is coded.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You see, this one now, married is coded as 1. If it's monogamy, married polygamy is coded as 2. Now like that, like that. Let me see if they put code to this individual. We have cleaned the data. Okay, so that is it. Any other question, please? So far, question.
Ma, you mentioned DHS data. So are you saying that when we are analyzing any data that is DHS data, we need code book instead of describe, right?
No, you can use it. You are just exploring your data set. I'm saying that, this one now is still straightforward. When you see zone, you already know zone is zone now. State, I can just decode. But you can use it for anything. If anybody give you any data set, as far as you are using starter, and maybe that data is also in this starter format, when you use code book, it will help you. You don't need the PDF. Like, if you do not see the PDF, you cannot work. No, when you use code book, everything they have done, I'm sure they will store it there in the code book. In fact, if you are using DHS data, you will see do file attached to each of the data sets.
Okay, but in case if you don't have it, if you use code book as a type code book.
It's there. I've even worked with it. It's there.
Okay.
It's there. So for any
So
data set, as far as that data is saved as in starter format, when you use code book, I'm sure they must have they will want to give you the direction and say, oh, this is the
okay.
code. If I see foreign and domestic from this data now, let me clear this.
No, sorry, I'm sorry to cut it short. What I'm saying is, with code book, we can know how they decode the initials and
Yes,
activation.
yes,
All right.
yes. You see, if we see this foreign now, I'm seeing foreign. This data set, let's say I'm not used to it, and they put here domestic, foreign. Which one? But if I want to analyze and I really want to know which one is, normally, if I don't know anything about this data, what I can do is I can say generate. I'll start generating and say, oh, me, I want to recode though. I want domestic to be 1, if it's foreign to be 0. But they have done it. I can easily check and say code book, and I'll put this one. We will see now. So I can easily see that domestic is 0 and foreign is 1. So if anybody run regression analysis, I'll be able to interpret it based on which one is 0, which one is 1. So let's just hold it. Anytime we are doing as we proceed, if you have any questions, especially when we are running regression and we want to analyze the data, we will need all this code to be able to interpret our results. Okay. Okay, so my data is back. I want to check, is there any other question? Okay, the strange this thing is what I've not explained. I don't know if Dr. Abiodun can share her screen again. I want you to bring in Excel. If you bring in Excel,
Okay.
we will see the way it will show in your work.
Okay.
So we try to clear that the strange issue. We have the strange, we have encode.
1 minute.
You will only strange when you have numeric number, and that numeric number is not, starter is not recognizing it as number. You will just string it.
Okay.
Let me stop sharing so you can share.
Are you seeing the screen?
Okay. No, not yet.
Now,
Yes, it's here. Now, please import. Import. Browse it. Let's see what you have at the back end to be able to. Good. So go back to the. Okay, go to the other side. Let me see if we will see a number that we can use.
you mean here?
Yes. Let's move to the left. Let me see. So we can distinguish. Is there age? Where is age? Age supposed to be a number. Age.
That's what I'm trying to say.
S1 keywords. I'm coming. Let me get the distance closer.
Year is a number, but it's in black. It's not showing red.
You see that it's black. I want us to use age. Age is something that we all can relate to. Age is in
S1Q6.
S1. Thank you. S1Q6. Let me see S1Q6.
Yeah.
It's
It's
black,
in
right? When it's supposed to be what color is it supposed to be? Like blue.
blue.
So with the string. So let me plug this thing so it will not switch off on me. Okay, so please let us look at it. We can use S1Q4 is what? Relation with the household. The first
Yes.
one is zone. Move to zone. Let me see, please.
Yeah. Here is zone.
It's showing red, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So let's go there. Let's go to the result window. How to encode. Okay, please write encode. Put space. Go and pick S1Q6, which is age. Abi?
Yeah. S1Q6 is age.
No, let's use gender because gender is going to contain text and code. Use gender. Which one is gender, please? S1Q2.
SQ2.
It's good to always pick it from this end though, instead of
Okay.
typing. That one will minimize error.
All right. I pick it, but it's not showing on the command window.
Go there. Let's find out why. You see that arrow and click.
Okay.
Is there? Dr. Abiodun will find you.
Sorry.
I
Sorry.
told somebody today, I said, see, the work of data analyst is not hard though. You just need patience. Like, it will test your patience level. I'll be like, I'm doing it. Why is it not doing? It's the time.
Okay.
You are not.
Should I enter?
No, we are not done. Then you put comma. You write gen. We all know that gen means generate, right? You can put space to make it very clean. Gen, then open a bracket. Don't put space, let it be close to it. I want you to generate. The S1Q2 is gender. You can say gen underscore, you can say gender underscore maybe dummy so that you know.
Dummy.
Yes. Or number.
DORM.
You can say DUM is okay. It's okay. Anything you shall call it, let shall know. Good. Please enter. Okay. Now I want you under this your variables window, scroll down, take it down to see the last one, because the last one you generated will
Yeah,
be
it's
there.
there.
You can see, right?
Yeah.
Now go to browse it. Let's go and look at it there so that other people can see how it look.
Oh, what will I do? How will I?
Browse BRUW, and you can always do data editor. Now go to the last one, so we'll see the difference. Do you see? You
Mm.
can encode. Let me write it down. I want to give us a kind of cheat code that even when I'm not there, if you look at that thing, it will remind you of what we have done. So let me be writing all these things so that I will not forget. I should explain all this encode in the book so that when you take it, you will know. When do you supposed to encode? In a situation where you have this type of thing, like from Excel, you have both text and you have number together, then you should encode. Can you now do it for zone, ma?
Okay.
Ma, I hope we are all watching. Please, anybody can ask question. Encode.
Zone is I'm not zone is S1 something. I think it's
No,
just
it's
zone
the first
direct.
one. The first one, zone. Zone is zone.
Okay. Am I right?
Yes, you are correct. Enter. Now go and check it.
Mm.
You know you can tabulate it, you can do anything. Enter. It will be do you see now?
Mm.
It will come the way it is. It's supposed to be. Now let's destringe. Yes. Let's destringe. We are going to destringe when you have numeric value. Instead of it to show normally, it is showing as if it's in black, as if it's text. So in that situation, what we need to do is to
You mean these ones are the
we
numeric one that
destringe.
are in black?
In where is it? Where is age? Age is S1Q6. S1Q6.
Yeah.
So
This
just go
one.
there. You will now write destringe. You will put that variable that you want to destringe. So you put comma and say replace.
No, this okay, this strange. S1Q6. Comma.
Yes.
Replace.
Say replace. It will no, that replace is not correct. Please enter. Let me see.
What do we want to replace with? We have not specified.
And you know it will replace it because it's a number. Just that starter is not reading it. Enter.
Okay. It's saying no replace.
Okay, it's
Already.
already numeric. Okay. Can you do sum? Sum S1. Sum S1Q6. Let me see that it's reading it.
It's reading it.
It's reading it. Okay, good. So
Minimum is
we have, but okay, Madam Oluwatoyin want to ask question. Just in case, please ask your question, Mama.
Okay, ma. I'm just trying to understand why my own data here is in blue and Madam's own, some of her data are in red. Because,
Okay.
yeah, the combined clean data I have, they are in blue.
This is not a combined. This is from the first class.
Okay, so that's why we have different colors, right?
Yeah. This is not the combined data set. This is the first data set that we worked on. The set 1 harvest 5.
Okay.
The raw data, yeah.
Okay.
I just take her back to the first class when we were trying to destring because we didn't finish that class.
Okay.
before we jump into another thing on that in that class. She was trying to teach us how to distinguish that if you import from Excel to Stata, the color will change. And there
Yeah.
will be need for us to distinguish from text because Stata is reading them as text. So we need to change from text or numeric and convert that. The correct data is supposed to be in blue color. And when we import from Excel to Stata, it's showing red and black instead of,
Yeah. Would that be starter error?
yeah, it's more, I don't know. Let us,
Thank you so much. um the error is not coming from either Stata or Excel or any other format that you want to bring in. You see, when you are working with Stata, the reason we are using Stata is because like there are so many limitations to other software, like especially when you say Excel. You know, Excel is basic for analysis. That is the beginning before maybe they were using calculator to do analysis. Advancement came in. We say somebody said you can actually use Excel to do all these things now. It is fast, it will be faster than you doing it manually. Before you know it, they discover that there are some statistical analysis that you want to do, and you may not be able to perform it easily on Excel. And the fact that different fields use different analysis for their work. Some people now develop and say, oh, we want to make sure that all these things that will take you a year, you can actually do it under 1 month. We have SPSS, we have other softwares that people use. Engineers, they use all this MATLAB and co. Now SPSS is used by basically, like they will say, it's for social scientists. The fact that the name even contains social science, but that is not true. Any analysis you want to do, regardless of the software, if you are using the same data set, you will get the same results. Now when you analyze your work, is it possible for other people to trace your step and still get the same results? So if you use Excel, you use Stata, there are some other software too, you will do your work, then when you want to do it again, you will have to start all over again. Now Stata is here. The fact that you can actually do so many analysis that SPSS cannot do. Example is when you are working with large data sets. All these secondary data, they are usually bulky. And again, if I'm using secondary data, it means it was collected by another person, maybe for their own use. Now I love what you are doing, well done. This is what I used to tell people, like you can explore this thing, you can do point and click too. So now Stata is here. The fact that even if I'm not there when the data was collected, I can still use the data, I will get the same information. They can embed so many things inside this data that if I have access to it, all I need to do is to just explore. That is not possible with SPSS, it is not possible with Excel, it is not possible with what's this one, even eView. When you are using eView for some things, there are some limitation to that. Now Excel in Stata, you can put both the code, the text, and your system will still be able to read it. Now we normally have issue when you take your work from Excel, or somebody, your client is giving you a work and is in Excel format, and you want to bring it. Mama, I think you should stop sharing. You know we are recording.
sorry, thank you.
If you are opening personal information, just
Yeah, that's it.
all right. Thank you so much. So I'll just put this one here.
I was sure.
Okay. So when you are working with Excel, you are bringing it in. There is a way Stata will, if it's just normal, if your information is normal, you just have numbers where numbers supposed to be, you have text where the text supposed to be. From Excel, you bring it to Stata, no issue. But in Excel, you cannot save both numbers and text together. That is why you will see we always use this is it delimited also, to separate numbers from text. But there's no issue as far as you are using Stata. Stata have the capacity to read the two. You just need to work on it. That is why we are distinguishing we are encoding, we can also recode. So it's not as if there's any fault. Let me now put you through, because I notice now that I will close this so all of us can be on the same page. Because of Madam Toyin, I will open a new one. Okay, let's say this is what you have. I notice that the combine, let's say this is combine that you have. This is the data. We've cleaned this data because it's in starter format. See,
Are you sharing, ma?
Jesus is Lord. Thank you. For my mind, I'm sharing. Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes, ma.
Yes,
This is
that's
it.
it.
So I just opened this. This is our combined data set. This one, the last one we worked on. This is it. If I browse it from the back end, can you see? It is looking blue the way it's supposed to be. Numbers are showing in black. It's okay, right? Now let me now show you what Dr. Abiodun is saying. I will clear this one because I want to bring in another one. And if I do not clear, it will remind me to clear it. I want to import. This time around, I have Excel. Let's say this is my client's work. When you are importing, let's not forget to come now. Where is it? Okay. Import the first row as the variable names. I will now say okay. It will load. It's loading. Kind of slow. Look at this thing. Oh, see the way it is showing. If you look at the combined data, you see that it is well labeled. It talked about what each of these S1 Q4 is, not just S1 Q4. It's telling me the question they ask to get what this S1 Q4. That is the power of starter, but Excel cannot do it. So if I have this Excel that I imported, it will take me to request for all this information. I will ask them, can you please, what do you mean by S1 Q4? Because the person is bringing, so I will need to ask them, like, what do you mean by S1 Q4? If it's not clear like this, like, what does that mean? S1 Q4. What's this? That's for Excel. Now this one's supposed to be blue, but now starter is seeing it as text because it has both number and text. That is where you will encode. I want to encode. What's this one? Let me first describe so that we understand my data. The first thing is to describe, to be able to know. I've explained that when you have this storage type, it's telling me that this one is string. This string it has number and text. State as all this one. Then this E is telling me that it's numeric. This is integer. It's telling me that it's number. It's in number, so it's okay. Then HHID 2 is in number, just that it's longer than just few words. Inter byte. This byte now, it has both. Where is it? This one, both numbers and this one is like binary, like I'm having 1 and 2, just two number. It can also be 1 and 0. So that's this byte is showing me that it's having just two answer, yes or no, like a kind of binary. Now if I want to encode, just like we have done this one, I want starter to read it. So I'm generating another one, encode this one, and as a generate, it can be zone numeric, or say number. Then it will generate another one. I can easily tabulate. All this we are doing is for us to be able to, it will give me this, so but when you are doing regression, you cannot, it will not read it. Starter will not see it like that. It will give me the same thing, but I can easily use that second one, this one. I can use it in regression. So I don't want to just assume that we know. Because you can use simple example here, and at the end of the day, when you're on your own, you know that this thing is not going. This is how to encode. Now, I asked us to do the string that time, and it's because this number is too perfect. S1, Q6, where is it? All of them are in number. I say replace, and it's telling me that S1, Q6 already numeric, no replacement. What about situation where you have this S1 or any number, S1, Q6, this number now, and there is somebody puts maybe this on it? You see now, it's different from the rest now. Apply change to the previous line. Let me just do it. It's a numeric. Okay, mismatch. For if you are bringing something from Excel, when people put naira in front of some, or some people say 1000, you want to write 1000 and they put this, starter may not take it because it's not numeric. But if you are bringing it from Excel, all you need to do is to just destring. So you do it and say destring this number. I want everything to be number. This will work, and you can easily replace it. In the cheat book that I want to send to us, I will also put sum. In a situation where you have naira, you can say destring age, or maybe like it's always happen to income, where you will see some people, they will write the money, they will put the sign in front of it. They can put naira, they can put dollar. You will say destring, you put that variable that you want to destring, you say replace, you put space and say ignore. What you want to ignore, you put it in a bracket and put the this thing, you put quotation mark on it, it will work. We can still do it before we close. So are we on the same page now? Any question?
Yes, ma'am.
Please
So
ask.
I'm wondering why we are not specifying what we want the replacement to be when we are destringing. Does starter just assumes what needs to be replaced, or what?
Okay, thank you so much for that. We are here to seek clarification. You see, when I say replace, I'm only saying that don't create another column. Do you get?
Okay.
Replace it inside, let it still be inside here. So that's what it means. I'm not creating another one. Replace it inside this column, put it back, but let me put it in the same structure. If you look at this one, when we say sector this generate, I put here that you should generate another column because I may need it. Anything you replace is gone forever. It's gone forever. That's what it means.
Okay,
That's
let me give an example, ma'am. Now, for instance, if we have a column for maybe several amounts, and inside the column we have naira and 1000 coming from Excel. Now, if we import into starter, it's
Yes,
possible that that data will not be blue, right?
will not be.
Blue in color.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if we want to destring now, so that what should be in the column should just be figures. From my understanding, I think the command will be destring the column name, comma, replace. So what will starter do? Will it just take out the naira and leave all the figures alone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All
So
right.
that is it.
All right. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome. So you know sometimes too you see some people when you're asking them maybe like for quantity of something, some people will write the normal number, some people will put kg, and even if all of them put kg, instead of you to be doing it manually, you know in Excel you can easily say find, you will now put kg and say replace it with nothing, right? You can just say
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
string, you will put that variable, you will say replace, and you will tell it to ignore that the kg at the back, it will do. And let's say you have more than, let's say 50,000 observation, instead of you doing it like one after the other, Excel still look as if you are doing manual job, but just a single line of command will replace the whole work faster.
Okay.
than
Thank you, ma.
before.
I get it now.
Any other question, please? Clarification is very, very key. Question will be bringing so many things for us. So I will send us that cheat code. That means there are some explanation that will still come with it, like in form of notes, so that when I'm not there, people will understand what to do. SARS and maths, question. Mr. King is still not around. Okay, so we need the recording. Mr. Ben, any question? Mr. Moshola, Mr. Adeshina Gomez, Mr.
None
Olatunde.
for now, thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Lawan, I see you. Mr. Gerard, I see you. So we'll start today's class. Okay. So I want to welcome us to today's class. This is session 4 of 7. So I want you to always come with questions, so that if we do not cover anything or for clarification, we'll be able to learn more. So we have done data cleaning, we know how to merge, we know how to extract. So today I want us to look at descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics. So what does descriptive statistics do? Because you will see a lot of people, they will create dashboard, they will do graph, you will just see all manners of image and all of that, data visualization. But that is not the end. That is very, very important. But that is not the end of analysis. But we'll start from descriptive statistics. So descriptive statistics will help us to answer questions like, this thing is, I know it will be tiny from that end. So we are not rushing. If we can only cover 2 or 3 of these, is fine. Like it will help us to answer questions like, what is the average age of my respondents? What is the average price of car? What is like the average income? Or what is the minimum? What is the highest price in 2020? Okay, or we say, oh, how many of my respondents are male and female? You see people asking, what is the prevalence of diarrhea among under 5 years old children? All these are example of descriptive statistics. So when you are looking at proportion, percentage and code, they are descriptive. Even distribution of income, say like among low income, what is the average income among low income earners? Like you want to know what is the percentage of people that are poor and the one that are rich. That means you are going to have a threshold that you'll be using to determine who is poor and who is rich. So most of the time, if we are talking about income, this is where theoretical work comes in place, or literature review. Like finding out, when I say literature review, is not limited to only those that are doing postgraduate study. When like you finding out like, oh, this is the average income that a normal person should spend per day, that one is not, you want to know, like if you are spending less than that, that means you are poor. Like average individual should be able to afford eating maybe like 3 times a day. Like, okay, you should be able to eat at least maybe 2. That's why we normally categorize people. All of this is we want to describe what is the situation of things. Let's describe this situation. Okay, so because we have cleaned our data, we are now leaving the aspect of data management. Let's do analysis now. Like I said, if anybody give you data, the first thing is for you to describe that data. Know what your variables are, which ones are numeric, which ones are categorical data. I've explained what numeric means. That means they are in numbers. When you have categorical data, the fact that we have zone and beside it you are seeing code 1 2 3 4 5 6, zone 1, zone 2, 3 4 5 6, that does not make it numeric variable. They are in category. Like you have group 1, group 2, that is not numeric. Okay, so you describe your data first. Now when you want to summarize, like now you are doing analysis, you want to know the average value, maybe like average age, average income, weight, length. You want to look at all those things. You will do summary statistics. It will give you the mean, the minimum, the maximum, standard deviation, and it's simple to do in starter. The real thing is to write summarize age. You want to summarize, then you say summarize age. So can somebody try to do it from that end? We have started our analysis. I'm going to use combine, the one we used that day, because it's clean. Clear. Bring my data back. Okay, so this is it. I want to summarize age. I want to know the age. What is the average age of my respondents, these people that I have? This is household head. Now this is the meaning. I have the observation 3,885 people, household head. Here their average age is 53. Then this is standard deviation that talks about how they differ from each other. This is 14. The gap between them on a normal day, if we want it to be equal, the assumption is that this standard deviation is supposed to be 0, but nothing spoil, it's still okay. And the minimum age is 20 and maximum is 108. That explains why the gap between them, that's why you have it 14 on average. Okay, so this is it. And if you want to do, like, let's say you have age, you have income, length, height, you can do it all at once. You will just say sum, you put age, then you put all any other numeric value that you have. It will give you the table, and it will now, for each you will have age, you will have for height, you will have for income, and each of them will take this number. You'll be able to interpret what you have. Okay, so that is it. The interpretation will be like, for you to interpret the mean age, the standard deviation talks about the gap. Now when you are doing that, for those that are postgraduate school, maybe like you are doing anything statistics or in your field, they are still telling you.
Please, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, excuse me. I want to ask you something. When you summarize the variable age, you find for the mean age, you find 53.9. But you said that the mean age is 53. Why do you not say 54? Or it's just by
Sorry that
I
I
don't.
called I called it 53. You will call the number, the real number that you have there is the mean age. So it's
Okay.
53.9. Now, to justify that, what this really means is that on average, these people are 53 years and 9 months old. But if you want it to really make sense, you can just round it up, and that will be 54. Does that make sense? Am I still here?
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you
I
so
get
much.
I got you. Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, this laptop is, let me plug it. Okay, thank you for calling my attention to it. So you call the real numbers that you have. Any number you have is what you will call. Okay, so the next thing is, I'm saying this for anybody that wants to, like, if maybe they are asking you like, okay, what is the, if you want to know the percentile or this quarter, you will put detail at the back, like you want all the information. I want to know the first 10%, what is their age. So I don't want to just leave it and say, they don't, it's not necessary. If your own analysis want to get this, you just need to put detail. It will tell you everything about them, telling you the first 1%, their age is 20. The first 5%, on average they are 23. The first 10%, 23. The first 25%, 23. Now on average they are 52. When you are looking at the middle, the 50%, like this is what starter is calculating. Where is that age? This one, it will, it will sort them in ascending order. So that is just what this analysis is saying. But I normally tell people, anything you want to put in your table, please make sure it makes sense. Let it make sense. It is not anything you have in your table and you cannot interpret. If it's not important for your work, you remove it, or go and find out the meaning before you present it to anybody. And for people like data analysts that I've seen so far, they will just analyze data and just give back to the client, especially if the person is not paying them for interpretation. So if you know how to interpret data, you can, some people will say, I can do my analysis myself, and they will just put number bang bang and put it. Now they want to interpret, they don't know. You can also come in by helping people to interpret what their data is saying. So this is the number of observation, this is the sum of the weight, this is it, this is the mean on average, this is still the standard deviation, this is the variance, this is the skewness, like how skewed, is it skewed to one side, and this is very okay on average. And we also have for people in science, we have what we call test of kurtosis. But all this, it will sound jargons if you don't need them. This is the summary table of your work. Am I here? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Loud and
very
clear.
well.
Okay, thank you. I don't know why the screen is still. I want to show here. So until I was helping my friend to do something one day, and I just copied the table. He said, so it's possible to copy? I said, yes. You don't know, you can copy the work. It can be more than this. And this is it. When you want to do anything, if you create a log file, all these things will be saved there. That means if you mistakenly close this work, there won't be any issue. You will see your results in that window. But if not, maybe like as you are doing it, you want to be copying it out one after the other. But I advise people, just create a log file. But if not, you can copy your table, you can take it to Excel, where you will format it. You can take it to Word document straight though, but it may not come out the structure you want it to be. So if I have it now, I know that I'm going to remove this, and I can easily format the table the way I want it to be. Okay, this is the way they present academic work, because this one is the last one. That's why you can have up to 5 like this. It means that it is the last one you will do, and you will say it should be under just this one bottom. It should be like that. Then if I copy my work straight, I can put it in my results window, which is Word. You can still format it, maybe like you want it to be in 2 decimal place and co in that one. anyhow you want it to be. Can do auto fit to anyhow you want it to be, you label it and you start presenting your work. All these ones I want them to be at the mid. Come here. So that each one can, so you can format your window. So there's no issue about this. So that's how to do summary. Please let's not forget, when did I say we will do summary statistics? It is when you have numeric variables. Please, numeric variable. This is what I'm saying so that we understand. You cannot come here and say sum zone. I'm sure we know that zone. What is wrong with this thing? Oh yeah, hide. Stop disturbing my work. You cannot say sum zone. It will give you result though, but does this make sense? What is the meaning of mean 3.4? This does not make sense. This is what differentiates somebody that is just pressing command. You just click button and it's giving you something. Say yes now. On majority of my household, they are from 3.4. Which one is 3.4? The right thing to do is for you to tabulate. When you have categorical variable, please tabulate it, or you can present it in graph. So we know that majority of them are from here. That's what it means. That's why it's showing 3.4. But what is the interpretation of 3.4? Which zone is 3.4? So the right thing to do is to tabulate. So we also have cross tabulation, where you can tabulate this, maybe like by their age. You can tabulate it by their income. We'll get there. This is just like me introducing us to analysis. Okay, so you can summarize categorical variable, and what the right thing to use is for you to present it in frequency tables. This one will show you the distribution. It will tell you the frequency and the percentage of your respondents. So you can tabulate sex. So if you have this with you now, you can write it yourself. If I have tabulate sex, in this place, did I have sex? People of God. Hey,
Yes, gender.
It is written as gender. From here to tomorrow, if I put tabulate sex, she said we should tabulate sex. It's not there now. That means the lecture is not clear. You will change it to your own. What is representing this sex? Maybe my own is gender. I'll bring it here. I have another categorical variable that I want to tabulate, that I want to check the percentage, the distribution of my respondents. How many people? How many of these people are from north? How many are from southeast? Or I want to know the marital status of my respondents. How many of them are married? How many are divorced? Do you get it? Like it will tell you the frequency, then you will see the percentage too. You don't need to cram it. You already know that I'm supposed to tabulate categorical variable if I'm doing correct analysis. Marital status is also in category. This is it. Then it will now give me what I want. See, I'll be able to say married, just 60%. That is majority. Then married polygamous. I can recode. We'll get there. What if I don't want all this? I don't want it to be in 7 groups. But from this secondary data, they already put it in 7 groups. I just want my own to be, you are either married or single. Whether you are divorced, you are separated, as far as you are not married, either monogamy or polygamy. You can group your own into 3. You can have married, single, then you can have maybe like never married. Anyhow, we'll get there, how to generate now from what you have. So this is how to do tabulation. You have your table and you can easily edit all this. What is the name of this one? That one you can change this place now. When you copy it and you want to format it like this. Copy table, because I don't want it to scatter, even though it will scatter because of the way this thing is. But I'm not teaching Excel today. Okay, you can easily do like this. Okay, so this one that is saying presently, I will just change it, marital status. Right, and it's giving me the percentage. You can now format it how you want to present your own table. I want it to be bottom and top. Okay, then this is the last one. I'll do like this. Sometimes you may not need this cumulative frequency, you delete. It depends on what you want. Then you put it, you already have your result. This is the result, this is it. You just copy and put it in Word. And you can then format it anyhow you want it to be. Do you want it to be at the middle? Do you want it to fill the whole, is it to content, this is it, or do you want it to be to the window? Just play around it. This is the results. I've started analyzing this work. Somebody that is into maybe like paper writing and code, you can begin to use this to write paper. You have other data there. If you have done your methodology right, and you know, I want to know what is the economic state of people, how is it affecting their health and all of that, you can do your analysis now with this data that we have. Okay, so that's how to tabulate. Then we can do cross tabulate. Cross tabulation is for when you want to check the percentage or frequency of two variables. You want to do it at once.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's very useful what you showed us, but I have some question.
Please.
If they are categorical variable, and I want to redefine it to, if I have 6 categorical variable, no, 6 observation, and I want to generate to 3, and so I have to, I don't know how to say it correctly in
I
English,
know.
but
Say it.
yes.
Don't worry.
So how to do that? If I have to do in Stata, or just when I copy the table in Excel?
You don't need to do it manually. You see, this is it. I will talk about it. See, we call it coding and recoding variable, so we can recode. So we'll get there. Thank you. I love that. Okay, so under descriptive, we can also do cross tabulation. I want to know the percentage of male and female from maybe rural or urban. I can also look at percentage of male and female from different zones that we have. So that is what we call cross tabulation. You want to cross tabulate it. And how to write it is, you say tabulate, you put the first variable, then you can also look at this one the other way around. Let's do it together. Let me just then this row, column and co, I will show us. Okay, you do tabulate this one. Okay, you do tabulate. Me, I don't have sex here. I will go and change it to what I have. And I want to know from sector. My own is not rural and urban. You can see from here. It is called sector. If I'm not satisfied with the name that it's being called, I will need to rename it, but it's okay like this. Then I may want to just do it like that straight. And this one will be giving me, this is the sex, male and female. This is the number of people from urban, the number of male from urban. This is it. the number of male from rural sector, this is it. In total, I have 3,216 of that make up the general number of respondents that are household head. Female from urban 234. This is talking about frequency. Now, sorry. Do you see now? There's nothing like sex. Even if I put gender now, it will still tell me there's nothing like urban and rural. So don't be scared of having error. You will correct it and say, oh, it's true. You say it cannot find it, it's sector. You say enter. Now this is a key. This one is telling me that the first one that I'm seeing here is the frequency. This is the number that make up this. If you look at the first one I did, you can see. It's just that this time around I'm breaking it down. I'm saying that put it in row and column. That's just this thing that I put by the side. So this is the frequency of male from urban. The same thing like for this. The frequency of male from rural up here, and this is the total. The second one is telling me that is the row percentage. So it means that among the male, majority of them, which is 68.44, are from rural area. So this one is only analyzing the percentage of female. That means between male, among this male, and I want to look at the majority of them are from rural area. That is what it means. Is it clear? Please ask question here, because interpretation is very, very important. Ask me question, because I will start calling us to interpret the results.
Can you interpret the table again?
Okay. You see frequency. This is key. It's giving me key for me to know what and what has been done. This key now is telling me that the first one is frequency. Frequency talks about the number of times something occur. It's not telling me that 1,015 of male are from urban, 2,201 are from rural area, and which make up this number. When you add this and this together, you get this total number. Now for male and female, for male generally, I want to know between those that are from urban and from rural, what is the percentage? That's, this is row, right? Row like this, straight. Column is up, down. But when you are moving from left to right, you are talking about row 1, row 2, row 3, like that. So this one is telling me that majority, which is this 68.44% of male are from rural area. And that is why when you add this and this together, this 31 and this, it will give you 100. Is it clear, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are trying to get it.
Thank you so much. Now the same thing for female. This is just talking about number. I have 234 from urban and 435 from rural, and it give me this total number, which is the same thing that we have in this first one. This is just like summary of everything without cross tabulating, but after cross tabulating, this one will break it down for us. And again, we have 34.98 from urban, 65.02 from rural area. That makes up 100% among the female, for female, right? Now this is also telling me that majority of female household head, they are also from urban area. That is just the meaning, because which one is more? 68%. And for those that are writing report, if it's report you are writing, maybe like for FAO, World Bank, their own interpretation is always like quarter, 3/4, 1/5. So it is not hard. I don't need to cram it. I will just put this one and say 65% is what? If I want to put it in, what do they call this term? If I want to put it in all this 1/4, 3/4, you can put it online. Nothing will happen. Like this one. I want to know,
Fraction.
maybe it's 1 over something. 50 is half now. What divided by 4? What do we call that one? Is it 1/4? Do you get? So
Yeah,
when you are
75.
writing reports, there's a way they write and use that one. I use Google a lot. I mean, like, what's the how do I call this one if I don't want to call it I want to put it in frequency. There's a fractional way of 100%. It will tell me. That's why you will see them, they will always say close to, almost. That's for report o, but if it's for research that you are writing for, so you need to know who your client is. If it's report that you are writing, you can be using all those terms, but if it's research, please quote it the way it is. You say 65.02% of female are from rural area. So this is the interpretation of this result. Now the last one is talking about column percentage. This is column, abi, up down or down up. This is column. This 81.27 is comparing with this female here. Is comparing this with this. That's why when you add this 81.27 plus this, it will now give you 100. And here it is. So majority of our respondents are male from urban. Majority of respondents from urban area are male, because this is 81.27. This is like, what do we call 80? That's like 1/5, abi. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 of our respondents are male. That's what it means. 4 out of 5. That means it's just 1 out of 5 that is female. This is it. When you look at this other one too, it's saying that 83.50% of respondents from rural area are male, when you compare it to just 16.50. So this is not hard at all. So this is it. And you already know. I believe we know the interpretation of this, so that we will not overflog it. Is it okay?
Yes, it is.
All right, thank you. And in general, total is saying that we have 1,249 of total, both male and female, are from urban, while 2,636 are from rural area. That's what makes up the total number that we have. So in general, regardless of whether male or female, majority of our respondents are from rural area. That's 67.80% from rural and 32.15% from urban. You see, this summary, total sum, is what this one will just do. When you say tabulate gender across sector, it will give you this. Okay, so thank you so much. That is for when you are doing descriptive analysis for categorical variable. So it will tell you the percentage of this and this. We have talked about it. Descriptive statistics with more variable. So when you want to do multiple variables at once, for example, you want to look at age, income, expenditure, and you want to look at the mean, the median, standard deviation, minimum, maximum. The command is tab stat. That is, you want to tabulate the statistics. I want to tabulate the statistics. That's what it means. So we write tab stat and you put your variable. If you look at them all, they are all numeric value. Age, income. But for the other one, when you want to do for multiple, you want to cross tabulate, they are in categorical form. So let's just use this one as example. What it will do is that it will give you the compact summary of your household indicator that are numeric. So let me not skip it. Let's do it. I will now pause for us to ask question. So this is it, but I will reduce it so you see how it will fit. So I want to tap start age. Is it written age? It will not see because my own age is not, the spelling is not in small letter. Then I don't have income. I don't have income. Expenditure, I'm just using it as an example, is what you have on purpose, so that you know say and she put 3 and she put 5. So I need to look for other numeric value. I don't have other numeric value, so it will still do the same work for me. So I will just do, I supposed to just do some age because they are not more than this. So this one is just paparazzi. Do you see? It's just on paparazzi. This one will still, this work that I've done, this sum detail is the same thing. So it's telling me 50% average of these people are 50, 52. Standard deviation still remain the same thing. So because I'm still trying to use another data set for us, so you will not think, oh, it's limited to this. That auto data, I will try to analyze it for us. So this is how to do that. Now, when we talk about data visualization, you see, a good data analyst will not just show number. You see this one that we have been doing is table. There are some situations whereby this is what they want to see. Give me table, I'll be able to interpret and say, oh, 60% are from this 40% are from this place. No issue. But people value visuals. Like when they see graph, they say, oh, it's bent towards this side. And you, as a data analyst, should be able to interpret that data. So the first thing that I want us to look at is histogram. Histogram. So what does histogram do, and when do you supposed to look at it?
Hello,
You see?
sorry, ma. Hello, ma.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, sorry, I've been raising my hands. I wanted to ask a question before we proceed with the visualization, data visualization. My question is just on the aspect of the descriptive analysis we've just finished, especially with regards to tabulation. So my question to you is concerning a confidence interval, because most of the data we see today, we look at, comes with a confidence interval, which they refer to as CI, and that I know is a range of values that is derived usually from the sample data. It's just, for example, we do a lot of survey, and when you want to interpret data, it comes with the confidence interval. The confidence interval simply statistically shows the range where the true value or true mean lies.
Yes.
Using the confidence level of 95% in health or 98% in health and stuff like that. So my question to you is, how do we get the confidence interval in our data? Just like the way you tabulate, we have the percentage, but it usually comes with the confidence interval. My question is, how do we get it accompanying the mean as it comes on the table? Thank you.
Okay, let me see. Okay, for now, you can see that there's no confidence interval for now, because we have not started doing any statistical analysis. So when we get there, we'll see the confidence interval. We can even select. So I really appreciate, for those that are doing survey, you notice that your analysis did not even start when you collect your data finish. It starts from, before you start collecting data, you have to calculate your sample size, bearing in mind the confidence interval that you want to use. And you've explained that for those in medical science, people that deal with health, people that deal with human being, they go for 99%. What does confidence interval mean? Like in a simple terms, it's talking about how bold you are about your results. So it is not something that is out of place, like when people say confidence. How do I know the it's talk about the range of value that you believe that the true mean, or the true, yes, mean, we call it mean. We can still use it in another way, like maybe like you are looking for a parameter. You say the true parameter, you believe that it should fall within this range. So you give us the interval and say between 5 and 10. Between 5 and 10, I'm confident that the true value will be within 5 and 10. So that means it can be 6, it can be 7, it can be 5.5, it can be 9.9. So that is it. If we are going deep into statistical analysis, we now start talking about point estimation. Point estimation will talk about like a specific value. A specific value when they will say the number is 30, and we'll do it under hypothesis testing. I think we will get there soon. So when somebody will say, no, when I look at the people that participate in this cohort, their age should not be more, on average, their age will not be more than maybe 40, highest 40. What if it's just maybe like 2 that are above 40, and maybe majority of we are just 20, some are 15, and you calculate it and it's not falling within that range. So when we get to statistical analysis, we begin to talk about confidence interval. Is it clear, sir? Mr. Lawan. Okay, please ask. See, anytime I'm not here, I will not see what is going on. Mr. Lawan, doctor, please ask. Ask your question.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just to buttress the question, because when you were talking about summary statistics, I've been wanting to ask the question, because in my own line of work too, what we do is confidence interval. We report based on 95% confidence interval. When we generate the data, we try to calculate the mean, the median. So we make use of the median to plot, and also plot in the confidence interval. So maybe you help us to note it down when you are doing the regression analysis and how to plot, when we are doing the dashboard and the plotting and all those things, how to generate those confidence interval, and also put it in our plot, because more of the plotting we do more of I deal with Earth data, Earth analytics. So we report based on the 95% confidence interval.
Okay.
So
No
maybe
problem.
you help us to put that in consideration.
No one.
Not just having our plots, maybe where we have our histogram or the bar charts, how we overlay it and plot our confidence interval, so we can plotting the median or whatever.
You want me to adjust the course mode?
Yeah.
But we'll try. Thank you.
Yeah.
So please ask, so that at least we can still learn as far as we are in class. So when we get there, you want us to plot confidence interval, we'll get there. If you already have your data and you have it there, I'm already showing us how to plot. So now, for histogram, before I start any analysis, I may want to know, like, what is the distribution of this data? You know, when we want to start looking at distribution, we are already looking at our assumption that my data is not biased. I say I'm working on Nigerian household. I now collect data from people that are maybe maybe elderly people. I did not ask information from people that are maybe youths. I just started to my work is focused on a particular set of people, and I want to generalize it. There's nothing wrong in you collecting data from a particular set of people, but please, when you do your analysis, don't generalize it. The way youth will behave is not the same way elderly people will behave. The way, what do they call it, this Gen Z and the millennium, the way they will behave will not be the same. So you cannot generalize it. So this brings us to at least checking your data, explore it. Does this thing satisfy some assumption before I begin my analysis? That is why we look at all this. And we'll be talking about histogram, bar charts, box plots, scatter plots. We'll just limit it to that. There's other ones that you can also do. Now that you have the software, maybe like in your work, you now want to do a particular distribution, all you need to do is you already know your variable, just go to point and click and try. Now for histogram, you want to check distribution of continuous variable. You see this continuous, it's telling you that when you want to do histogram, you are not going to be doing it for sex, gender. You will do it for, you will use bar chart. This is what fits categorical variable. Bar charts, pie charts. But when you are dealing with continuous number, you will use histogram. And this is example. I want to see the distribution of age. I want to know, are they majority, are they youths, are they mid-age or elderly? And I still remember that we can recode though. We can put this number in categorical form. So I want to do histogram for age. This my age is not written like that. If I have another numeric value, I will have used it. Okay, and I want to see how it is distributed. It is loading. Here it is loading, and this is it. So it's already telling me that, just like the summary. So I can see that if I draw the curve here, to be honest, it's skewed to the left because I have majority. It may look as if it's normal. It's normally distributed, but the standard deviation is still reflecting. So this is it. This is the distribution. I can easily say, okay, actually majority of them are in their mid 50. This is it here, around this place. And that explains when we have the average age to be 53. So 50% of them are age 52. This is it. This graph, when somebody sees it from afar, they can easily say, oh, this is it. And you can edit. You can start editing. You can tamper with it from here. So when we still have time, we can come back to start working on it. So I can begin to change it. Maybe I don't want it to be frequency. I want to write and say, this one is telling is frequency number. I can decide and write it like household head. This is just for me to tamper with it in here. So you know that you can edit it. And you say, okay. You should just change it. Anyhow you want this one to be too, you change. This is age. Household head age. You can also label the chart. So we'll come to it. So that's how to do it. You can easily copy it. I can save it. Click out now. So I can save this graph. I will just give it the name. I'll say graph 1, histogram age. I'll save it. I can also copy it direct. Click out. But the best thing, just save it to keep the resolution, and when you want to put it somewhere, you will import, you will add it as picture. Okay? Any question? Now, if you want to do for categorical variable, you want to create maybe like bar charts, pie charts, you can come here. You will write it graph bar over sex. Now somebody will say, how do I know that it's supposed to be graph? But don't forget we have point and click. But let me just do this. I don't know if I should give us assignments, so it will force some people to practice. Should I give us assignments? I want you to use point and click to create this graph that I want to create now. I don't have section. What is wrong with you? Have I touched on something? Okay. Just save. It's not allowing me to move because I did not finish the work there. It's called gender. So I want to give us assignments. If you like, do it. It's not compulsory, but please try. This is I use command to generate this. Look at it. Anybody that see this will be able to appreciate and say, oh, male are actually more than female. Can you see the gap between them? That's about one thing about visualization. People like to see things from afar and say, male are more than female. It's simple, right? Than compared to when I have it in table format, and they will start looking for it. Let me generate table and say tabulate gender. I hope my so compared to when I have it like this, you as a person, which one will you appreciate more? On purpose, I'm doing this so that people will know how to present their work, because I can't believe, like, my friend, somebody that is doing PhD, she was telling me, okay, I'm serious, I don't know it. I said, so at least we should be able to know that these are some of the things that you can do on your own. Format your work. I can remove all this one beside it, no issue. This is the last one, and you present it. This is the same way for report. When you are doing report writing for all these organization, the same way we present report, except if they have their own templates, just switch to what they like. Okay, so if you have something like this and you have this, I want to copy, so we'll use it. Which one will you prefer? Sorry, I just wanted to come to, okay, so please let's look at this. If you have your results, this is talking about the male and female distribution. I put it in form of graph, and this is it in form of table. Between this and this, which one will you prefer? Which one can you easily interpret from afar? Am I still here, or network has dropped?
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's you that will determine, oh, this is what I want. This is the best way to present the work. So I don't know if I should stop now so that we ask question, or I should continue. Don't forget, we have assignments already. I say do this, point and click. Use point and click method. For those that will go and ask ChatGPT, remember to tell ChatGPT that you are using, I'm using starter 17, and it will direct you well. Trust me. Yeah. Sector. So when people say, AI will take your job, AI will do this, and I say you need to learn it first. It is when you know what you are doing that you'll be able to say, AI cannot think and say this is it for you. You are still the one that will instruct and say, I'm using this. If I want to do this, how do I get it done? So AI will take the job of those that don't know how to use it, or that do not have the knowledge of analysis that they are doing. Okay, my people, please ask question. Okay.
So you mean, sorry, doctor, you mean all these things we are doing now is based on the SEC1 HHIW stuff we use?
Let me see who is asking question. Is it Mr. Latunde? Uh-huh.
By God's grace.
Yes. I'm using combine. I believe you have done your own.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
data we use the last one. See, let me show us. See,
The
this is
clean
just
sheet.
this small data. I'm just using it to teach us. If you want to do graph, this is it. I can present it in form of table. I can do it in form of graph. So many other things that we can do. So please, let's ask question. I want us to use point and click to get this done.